Hello. If you can't tell, I'm trying to figure out how to get the text to show up in the right spot. We're gonna be doing that a little bit at the start today. Hope you all been well, though. Hello. We are currently testing, for those who didn't immediately jump in, we are currently making sure the text appears in the proper location. It is currently not doing that. I had to do one of these streams. I guess it's this one. Hello. We'll figure this out together. There has to be an easier way to do this. We were definitely talking about that before anything. That moveset, I was very impressed with it. It's definitely going to be on the subject of the topics before we move on to the big thing today. My tingling! Alright, so what if I center this widget? Okay, this widget has been centered. Now we're gonna do this. No, I can't believe Mono Nerd is mono pissing. It's so sad. Can we get mono likes in here, y'alls? Alright, what if I like adjust the... Is there a way to adjust the height of this? I don't know, bro. It's like, I don't know how to move this. Hey, look at Alien, where? God. You know, I've been thinking about it lately. If I had the power, I've been wanting to make YTPs after like trying to mess with video editing a little bit. For those who saw my random upload of a diary with Tourniquet, I'm not great at it, but man, I kind of want to try and do it more. So I have something. Man, why can I not get this? Okay, we might just have to have the chat very cut off. I'm gonna fix this. There's gotta be some better way to do this. Oh my gosh. Be down to see a YT for you. I appreciate the enthusiasm. I imagine it would be like really old school YTPs where there's not many edits and it's mostly just like voice stuff. But because I can't really do the visual side, but I think random voice clips are funnier to like integrate into a YTP, and like that's the only thing that's changed. Okay. Now it's not even visible. What the wait, oh wait, is that what I've been doing wrong this whole time? Oh, I need to set the same footage. Is that how I can change? because now it's not visible. That's all that I had to change. It's gonna be really funny. Why is it like this? Come on. Alright, let's try this. Save. Yeah? Is that it? Alright, we'll do a little testy test. Testy. Test. Does that show up on my screen? Does that show up? I'm seeing nothing. It's just nothing. What the fuck? Okay. I have yeah. You're see, it's showing up in the stream preview, but now it's just not showing up like here. I'm gonna like open this new tab. Yeah, it's just not visible even in the preview now. What the heck? There we go. Okay, now it's showing up. How do I do that? Save, preview, open a new tab. Come on, load. It was there before. Okay, now it's all the way on the left. That's progress. Now we just need to, I think, move it over there. You see the chat? You see? I see your Sona being in there. You see the chat. How am I being seen? I'm pretty sure that should be invisible. What? Things in the wrong order? Oh my god. Alright, you know what? Let's get rid of the starting soon thing here. That way you have just the flat background and the stream. Yeah. Yeah, this. This is fine. Yes. Maybe I have to... Okay, so when I save it, I think it poofs and disappears for a moment. Now it's in the center. Okay. What if I move it to the right a little bit? Like this. Okay, now that's too far to the right. Okay, we move it over a little bit. Again, it's all part of the process. It's all part of the process. Now it's still not far enough. Okay, we move it over a bit more. Alright. There we go. Okay. That looks good in the Streamlabs. Under more 5x8 dirt. Pinning that. I don't know. I'm pinning that. You made me laugh. It deserves a pin. All right. Is the chat showing up in the stream video? I don't see it. I don't quite see it. So I'm getting a copy of that link. We're gonna put it in. Refresh. Okay. And no. Is it showing up now? Is it showing up? I don't see it. I just see me bouncing up and down. Silly style, but that is not what I'm looking for at this particular moment. Yeah. I don't see it. Why is it not? Why? But, like, why, though? Why is it not showing up? Okay, let's move it over even more, and let's get another link. And to double check that did the thing. It's showing up on the chat, but not on the stream. Yeah, like, if it's working in, like, the chat where you're typing in, that's good. That should be working just fine. I'm more so trying to get it on the screen. That's what I'm worried about. Because that the visual of, like, what you guys are saying should be preserved. It should be. It's funny. Alright. Hidozaki! Hello. There we go! Yay! We got it! Okay, now I'm gonna put me in front of that. Okay, there we go. It took a process for us to get Boy, we did it! We did it. So much has already been fixed. Yay! Alright, we're here now. Alright, now we can finally begin. I'll put the BRB screen back up because I think it looks pretty and nice. So, hello everyone. Hello. How are we all doing today? We doing good? Today's been pretty good, I'd say. I got a day off from work. I'll have every Friday off moving forward, so I will probably take this time to have maybe regular streaming day. I don't know. I might take it off sometimes. We shall see. But I wanted to do a stream again because I had the mood. Where's the bright purple assets? You know what, the Mono Nerds? They're right there on Neku. They're kind of purple. You see? They're kind of right there. He has a little Urple. He's got a little Urple. There you go. There it is. I'm about to see the Amazing Digital Circus last act theater soon. I plan on watching the Amazing Digital Circus soon, actually. I'll be real. I remember when it was first kicking off, there were a lot of friends in the Lawl community that I knew that were very excited for it. I personally didn't care. And honestly, it's very often that I kind of wait to see a show come to its completion and then watch it. But I feel like now that it has, this is probably the best time for me to jump in. No spoilers, anything at all. I think I'm gonna enjoy it so far. I haven't watched a single episode yet, but I plan on it. I've just been watching a lot more shows lately, so I'm definitely eager. You gonna see tomorrow? Heck yeah. My fave emo. Dude, Neko is so emo. You know what? I kind of had a double take recently. Like, what is, like, everyone has their Lawl, and, like, the type of character they like to see in their Lawl, like, might show up more frequently, like, as an archetype of sorts. I think my archetype is the jackass with a heart of gold. Like, that's like four of my characters right now. Like, Yoshiki, Battler, Neku, Heathcliff. They're kind of jocks. They're kind of, not even jocks necessarily, they're kind of just like a little bit of assholes. A little bit. But deep down, they are genuinely good people. I would even throw Terror in there, personally. Maybe that wouldn't align for some people. I think he counts. Juno is a special case. Well, I guess she could be considered an asshole. She's definitely more annoying in the traditional sense. That's not how I see her, though. I just think she's a badass. Terror is the end of that, low-key. Yeah, that's why he's at the bottom right. He was. Evil Ragatha or Stupid Gatha. I know there's like that episode. I don't know anything about Ragatha, so I'm gonna say evil because evil funny. He is something. Teruteru, no matter what you say, Teruteru is genuinely a good person. Like, he has his tendencies, but if we could all sit here and accept, no, if you could get past the pervertedness of his character, which, again, he's kind of just, oh, I don't want to get into a Teruteru right now, but he is genuinely a good person. Genuinely a good person. So, Jackass the Heart of Gold, it applies. It definitely applies. Alright. Before I forget, Lawl topic of the day. Has anyone seen, now someone already brought it up, but has anyone seen the new moveset, the first moveset, Scrap? What was the name of the Law again? Someone posted it. Law Paradox, thank you. Yeah, Law Paradox. Scrap moveset. Pretty good. I was very impressed with that for first moveset. It has a little bit of that like first moveset jank where I saw a lot of attacks that didn't have any like startup. Like they were like dash attacks and things. It looked kind of janky. But I could tell there was a lot of effort put into it. The very end had so many normals shown off by Alan. I was kind of surprised by that. Like, you didn't need to give Scrat that many KO sounds to begin with. I feel like that was a little silly. But I mean, I'll take the fact that you use that to show off a bunch of normals just for the heck of it. I think he came out amazingly. I think the animation was good. I think he got across, like, the fact he's just a silly little guy. I loved how it made me realize how many animations Scrat has of like picking up the acorn, hugging it, caressing it, and then changing into something different. Like the amount of times it was like that, I was like, oh, he's gonna reuse that animation that he cropped, and then it was just something else entirely, like the acorn falling dust, which I remember that, or when his nose gets really elongated, he gets a little freaked out. Or he's genuinely just gets to hold it and nothing happens. Like, I liked that. I kind of liked like how natural it felt. It was very, very good. I just want my paper clips. I just want to do my job. You bet your sweet pippy I did. Should have on your wait for your stream yet. I could not think he came from BlazBlue. He generally looks like he came from BlazBlue. Maybe it's a stylist price. I don't know. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure the era Battler's sprite came out, like, because I use his sprites from the fighting game. I think it's actually made by the same people that made BlazBlue. I could be wrong about that. I think it's the same studio. Then they just kind of like published the game, and you can see it because again, like the sprite aesthetic, it's there, and it really does kind of like old BlazBlue sprites, and animation-wise as well. I hope Alan is next. I like Alan. I would like to see. It would be very interesting if our first Smiling Friends character in Law was Alan. That's a pretty fitting pick for a first rep. Like it's an odd choice, but it's a very Law-esque pick. 007 is surprising. It is so weird to see 007 like James Bond like in Law. Like that's still like bizarre to me. I will say the Moist Critical Idol looked kind of funky. I didn't really know how to place it. I feel like there's definitely better like examples you could get for his idol. I know he did a full video standing up with like Ordinary Sausage where they were like cooking together. You could probably get something from that if anything. I don't know. I'm kind of shooting out on a limb there, but like all the other sprites of him look were like really goofy. I like them a lot. I learned more about Olympus Company, but now I love Don Quixote. Yes, 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 yes. You know what? Do I say it? I don't really think it matters at this point. Nah. I mean, Olympus Company is moving pretty fast. I guess it's not really much. It wouldn't be a surprise if I revealed it. Nah. You could probably get what I'm saying just by me like talking about it like that. First rep for the series of models we're all law pick. That's how it should be. Right, be on here. What do you think when you think of Scratch Moveset? I thought Scratch Moveset was pretty good overall. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. Like that was like a pretty good first moveset, I'd say. not like above the average, I would say. It was like kind of watching a Lawl Prime moveset, but from like a new creator. There was some little janky bits here and there, but nothing. Everything I would expect from a first moveset. It still went above and beyond in a lot of areas I wasn't expecting. We don't talk about Love Town. We do not, dude. I should make a Love Town stage. But we don't talk about Love Town though. We don't. That beach volleyball. You know what? Fuck it. I'll say it. Yeah, like I wanted to have like my next character moveset was going to be Heathcliff. It's taking a little bit. It is taking a little bit. And at the end of Heathcliff's moveset, I was going to reveal Dawn with a little fanfare because, of course, like if you know me, I think that should come with no surprise whatsoever. Genuinely, it's a very half-hearted reveal. It's not a big thing or anything, but I don't know. I haven't been able to get my next moveset out in so long, and I kind of feel bad. So I might as well talk about something. But yeah, Dawn will eventually happen, but Heathcliff is ideally coming next. And now we got Mersault's Kanto coming out soon, and oh my god, like that's also like one of my top 3. It's like all my top 3 standards getting. Oh, I can't keep up. I gotta get Law Chaos's next set out so bad, bro. You have no idea how much anxiety it is to like, as a creator, like wanting to have that moveset out so bad, but knowing that it's not really in your hands. Oh my god! If I could have it out soon, I would. So check this as a poopy head. You're a poopy head. Let me see a little bit louder. You're a poopy head. Put them. Dude. Sorry to make you believe last stream that a lot of people's cancel. I was referring to the April Fool's Godilla. Oh yeah! I forgot about that. I genuinely thought, I was like, what happened? Law Aether's newest lore drop? Oh yeah, that's right. I like the new lore from Law Aether. I also really, really like that new moveset. I kind of want to, like, if I had the ability, I would offer to, like, make sprites for Megu, I think is that how you say her name? Megu. Because I feel like there you could definitely add a little bit more in between frames to some of her animations to make everything look a lot more smoother and like impactful and just a little bit more animated. But that's kind of just me. Last time I started here, let's have to go. Have a nice stream. Thank you. You do too. Can you make Terra next? God, I want to. I do. Like but like now that I know, like Danganronpa 2x2 will eventually come out. I think people have accepted at this point that it probably got revealed a little bit too early because we haven't seen much footage. But the fact that it is happening at all has basically made me freeze on like making any more sprites for Terra. Even though I have his whole moveset basically planned out and I could start working on it. What if the new sprites come out? Like, what if all of his sprites eventually come out and I have to redo it all over again? You know? That'd be kind of a pain. Like, what if they remake all the old assets from like Danganronpa 2 in the new engine? That would suck, having to redo that all over again. I don't want to like give myself more work if I have to. So yeah, let's migrate to the next thing. The actual plans we got today. Alrighty. So, that Law Nova tournament, that's gonna happen soon. Yeah, that would stink? Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't want, that's why, like, I love Terra so much, but I don't want to give myself more work. But yeah, so Law Nova's tournament thing is eventually happening, I suppose. We don't know when it's happening at this point, but it's gonna happen at some point. And I kind of got to thinking about it recently. I kind of want to see, like, I want to actually talk about, like, just the tournament itself, because I know Scap said it herself, like, part of the excitement for the tournament is getting to see the one-on-one matches, but also it sounds like it's going to be a lot more involved, and we're actually going to see character-to-character interaction before and after the matches. That way, every video is like, every match is a little bit more, like, you know, interesting. And I didn't even realize Mabel's icon isn't there. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting someone there. There we are. But yeah. Can I actually this is yeah. I don't know, I feel like there are some characters I want to see again more than others, like just animated. I feel like now that it feels like Scap's gotten way more comfortable at animating these characters and like kind of lore-ish cutscenes, like one-on-one interactions. We've seen that a couple of times now. I think there was a time where we just didn't really get a lot of that, and now we definitely are getting way more. And I kind of want to see. I don't know. I wanted to talk a little bit about it, and I'm going to start off with the main two that gave me this idea in the first place. Where is he? All right. let me. I'm gonna put these two. All right. I'm gonna explain this really quick. This is what made me want to actually talk about this on a stream. I was thinking, what are two characters that you really don't see much in Lawl Nova, or even like think about in Lawl Nova much anymore? Yeah, I think that was Elsa. Elsa's a character that I really feel like if Lawl Nova was made today, we definitely wouldn't see Elsa like at all. And Vince Offer, that's his name, Vince Offer. Vince Offer's kind of up there as well, but I think he's still iconic for his own reasons. And I was like, what would be an interesting way to reintroduce these two characters in modern Lawl Nova? And, well, we don't really get to see much of Elsa in Lawl Nova in general. I thought it'd be funny if, like, we get this really fresh introduction to Elsa, where, like, the match has, like, kind of been announced, and the characters being told to come out. Elsa kind of summons her cool little stairs as she's like using all her ice powers. It's like very grand, as you would expect from Elsa, and then she summons up a little Olaf, because like that's kind of part of her like a new moveset identity, and he's got the carrot anything, and she feels intimidating and cool and powerful. And then Vince Offer is gonna be like, "You're gonna love my nuts," and then he's gonna be like, slap chop Olaf's carrot. No, it just cut all that tension immediately, and Elsa just gets furious, and then the match just starts. I feel like that would be so perfect. That once that concept entered my head, I'm like, oh my god, that's perfect. That would be like everything you would like want to see, like just like something really goofy and silly between these two characters, an interaction you would only get in LOL. And I don't know, there's definitely ways of like Scat wanting to do this, like she could elevate it a bit more, but I like the idea of we get to see Elsa being Elsa, cool, but we immediately like cut that off by having a goofy character. But also in a weird way, it kind of frames Vince as a villain. That's kind of like a terrible thing to do. Like he just got in that match, and like obviously, like, you know, he's a salesman. At the end of the day, he's gonna be a little bit pushy. But I love the idea that Elsa, like, he was just ready. He was ready. Like I'm gonna make this snowman like so sad. I'm gonna cut his nose up into a billion pieces. Hey, slap chop it and you're done. And since that guy pops in my head, I'm like, okay, The evil and intimidating Vince offer. Yes! I love that! I like that. I think that's something we should like think about for like these characters. We want to introduce, like, kind of reintroduce these characters in a modern sense. How can we make them interesting? And I think the best way you can do it in a tournament setting is, well, what do you do? Tournaments are all about like the stories, the characters, and the rivalries and all that. And I like the idea that Vince is like, we kind of recontextualize as a villain. I don't know. Like, have he's literally been to jail? Exactly! I don't know. I mean, like, that is kind of, it's even referenced in Law Nova that, like, isn't that part of his, like, losing thing or whatever? Like, I don't know. I feel like that would be a really interesting way to twist the character and make him interesting. By, like, leading into the fact that, like, unlike other salesman characters, he's a villain. He's an asshole. He's a jerk. Leading into that, by pitting him against Elsa of all characters, I don't know. That, like, that gives him a bit more, like, he makes him more intimidating. And I kind of like that. Part of his entrance. Yes, thank you. It's part of his entrance. And I kind of like that. And regardless of who wins or loses at the very end, I don't know what after the fight, and we get to see a little bit of an ending, like, clip get animated. I don't know what these two would interact like afterwards. But it would probably be interesting with the initial context that we got of Vince being an asshole. Wait, everyone's saying that Inches is getting out of jail. You know how, like, in certain coliseums, whenever they release a big, imposing, intimidating threat, they release, like, a prisoner from, like, the jail part, or like a wild animal. They just did that to Vince. It's like any other time in the Lawlverse, Vince is canonically serving jail time. The only time he is brought out of jail is to fight someone in Law. Do that instead. Maybe, like, that would be equally funny. And if he wins, it sets him up as a genuine threat for the rest of the tournament. Like, he is like, this is why he needs to stay locked up, guys. You fucking beat Elsa Frozen. Like, that would, there's story there. I like it. Hey everyone, this is Progress as all corrupted. That's right, it's me. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That fucking sucks that it happens. I feel your pity. Don't just take your time getting all that energy back to do whatever you lost all over again. I know it can suck. There was another thing someone mentioned. Yeah, Sydney is Sleepy. Sydney is Sleepy mentioned on the original community post. ASDF Gal would be fun. I'm actually a fan of that. I'm gonna put ASDF Gal, maybe not A, maybe B. I don't know. I'm definitely curious how we would make, like, the Echoes. How do we include the Echoes? Like, do we just throw them into the tournament as well? Despite the fact they're kind of just like Echoes? This would be a good way of like, showing how ASDF Gal and ASDF Guy are different personality-wise. Like, what differentiates them two outside of being, like, you know, the same random wackiness that they both have. A tournament setting would be good to set up, like, their relationship. Like, hey, what characters are these characters friends of? Like, maybe ASDF Gal goes up against another character, and whether they win or lose, they're very cordial after the match. They give a little handshake, and we learn, oh, ASDF Gal is friends with this character. They have a little interaction and they become friends, and there's no hard feelings either way. I like that. I think that would be interesting, and we definitely know the least about ASDF Gal because, again, Mirror Fighter. So I'd like that. Sheldon versus Seymour Skinner? Oh, God. Okay. Sheldon's a tough one. I feel like Sheldon, definitely, I would want to see him in the tournament, like, a lot. I feel like he's up there. I would want him to have, like, a heavy presence. I think the problem comes in with who does he fight first? Like, he's had a lot of interactions with characters in his old class. Like, it was specifically in Doofenshmirtz's old classic mode where they were mid-rivals. And I don't know, we don't really get much of Sheldon either. Am I so out of touch? I don't know if Seymour is the right pick for that. Like, here's the thing, I'm also trying to think of this in a way as, like, we already have a lot of Seymour Skinner in Law. You have to remember, like, Seymour's school has a big presence. He's appeared in a couple empty slots. I don't know if I would be, like, super excited to see him again in, like, the tournament compared to the others. Sheldon versus Dr. Doof, and that's the thing, we've already gotten that in their classic mode. It would be interesting to see that, like, brought back, because I always did kind of feel like the mid-rivals way back in the day was because there really wasn't any other characters. It would be funny if we had, like, more of a reason to see why these two personally don't like each other. That would be interesting. And Doof is definitely going to be there. Like, Doof is probably going to show up. He was part of the reveal for the tournament. And I'm going to put him in B as well, though. I'm going to put him in B because I think Doof will definitely hinge on who he is paired with and how that pairing goes in the tournament. And hey, maybe he goes even further than just one fight and it becomes more interesting. I don't know. We already get a lot of Doof, like in the empty slot reveal. He got a good bit of screen time there. I'm also gonna say it as well, you know what? I actually think Perry, despite that, I think Perry would be more interesting than Doof. I'm gonna get to when you said Laura in a second. That's actually a really good point. I think Perry is interesting because we saw him play in the empty slot. We've seen a little bit we can do. He's a silent character, so there's not really as much to, do with him. But at the same time, I don't think we really know much of, like, who he interacts with within the Law Nova cast. So this would be a good way of showing, like, if he has any other rivalries, if he respects anyone, if there's a particular opponent in the roster that, I mean, like, maybe even like it's 60s Batman, I believe. It would, or like that could be interesting. Like, maybe he and Robin respect each other. That would be cool. But 60s Spider-Man says Peter loves science. That's actually something I wanted to bring up. I think 60s Spider-Man is probably the one I'm most excited to see for in the tournament, because I've always liked this character conceptually. I think the dialogue he could have with anyone is so funny, and we don't get enough of him. I feel like seeing Scap take a shot at him again and just, like, animate him doing goofy things, having funny interactions. He could be a really fun character to watch in the tournament. Yeah, as I saw someone say, we're gonna immediately put him up here. But wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Someone mentioned the man, the myth, the legend. You all know him. You all like him? I John. Let's be real. Like it's already been said in the chat. John is the one. We've had enough, John. I think at this point, John has gotten so much spotlight. What else is there to say? What else is there to do with him? At this point, John has become a priest. He has become Brother John. He has moved on from a life of violence. He's become a better man. We don't need him in a tournament. Now, I do think it'd be funny if he was part of the audience, or the cast that wasn't participating. Team Mika. I like that idea. unique. That's a good idea. Thank you for posting it. 60 Spider-Man has one of the funniest smile smiles out there. Completely agree. Absolutely. Perry let Pingu into the organization, so he respects Pingu. True. But Sean didn't do a flip yet. We need to see him do it. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Let's see. I'm just gonna go back to him really quickly. 60's Batman is actually up there as well. I want to see him interact more. I want to see Scap really have have him interact with another character and have Robin there as well. I want to see like all the cartoony effects whenever the fight concludes and they inevitably win, and it's like that's enough of that, or some kind of goofy one-liners and stuff. It'd also just be interesting to have Robin there. I just want to see more of like 60s Robin, have him have a presence in the lore a bit. I think that'd be cool. Like he got some spotlight as well. He doesn't really get much spotlight. Harry and Pingu always been a fun pair to me. Yeah. With that in mind, I will put. Maybe we get to see Pingu pull off some cool moves that he learned through Perry. That would be cool. Maybe he starts doing cool little poses with Perry. That'd be cool. I'd like that. Holy web shooters, Batman! Good thing I packed my bat spider repellent. Like. They're already rivals. I wouldn't even be mad if they fought again as like the initial thing. But like I would like to see them interact with someone else. That way they both have their comedy. Their comedy gets to have time to shine against a character that isn't like, similar. Okay, Leonard. Where does Leonard go? I don't know. I don't really know. I remember watching a lot of Big Bang Theory back in the day. I think Leonard is pretty confident in a way different from Sheldon. But I kind of, unlike when he was first introduced, I kind of want to see, I don't know, he was introduced very quickly in the Law of Mirrors, and the Law of Mirror Fighters, where he's like, he knocking on the mirror and then like, oh, what Sheldon, and like that was it. I don't know. I would actually like to see a more, I would like to see a version of Leonard that's kind of still taking in the fact that, God, why am I here? What is this? I should go. This is dumb. I don't know. I would like to see like a more down-to-earth version of Leonard that's not just a joke in the lore. Like how is he actually taking being here? This is still, like Sheldon, you could believe he's just living it. But what about Leonard? I don't know. I'd also like to see him. Maybe more than Sheldon. And then Yzma. Oh god, Yzma is going to have a presence. Yzma was like top of the list, easily. I love the fact that Yzma and Kronk, they're gonna steal the show of any match they're in, because they're just great. They're a great duo. With that being said, where does Principal Amzi go? I don't know. I want to take a moment to think about that. Also, in that case, putting Leonard against one of the crazier characters like Waluigi, that would be funny. I'd actually put him against a character he's more down to earth, and put him against an insane, crazy man like fucking Waluigi. And that would be so funny. It would make us feel bad for Leonard in a funny way. I like that. We've already gotten a lot of him, so I think I'll put him at the top of A. But we definitely haven't seen Best Waluigi in a while. Oh, Principal Amzi versus Skinner. Oh, that's true. See, I'll put her at the top of A. That's actually if Seymour got put against Principal Amzi, that would actually be a good like combo. That would be good because I feel like we haven't like that. That's a great idea. Like that duo just kind of makes sense in my head, like to have them interact. That would kind of like, even though Seymour has been used a lot, that would probably be like the best way you could utilize them to make it interesting. Wait, hear me out. Waluigi versus Sakurai. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. I guess Sakurai would also go in A tier. I feel like that's kind of just writes itself. Whoever Sakurai interacts with has to be like a character that's kind of adjacent to Waluigi. Like maybe even Captain N, for instance, Toon DK. Speaking of Toon DK, I forget who mentioned it, but someone said that it would be interesting if Toon Donkey Kong showed up and his buddies from the show were also had a presence as part of like his match. And I like the idea, because again, one of the reasons I like the idea of a tournament is we get to see more of these characters interacting and just casually enjoying this fun little tournament thing. I like the idea we get to see some of the other characters from like a Donkey Kong cartoon. Like hyping up DK a little bit. Like, that'd be cool. DK versus San Andreas Bigfoot. Yeah, I like that. I think that'd be interesting. Whoever wins or loses, it's heartwarming, it's pleasant, it'd be cool. Like they're two big apes. That matchup kind of makes sense in my head. I like that matchup. DK is cooked. He's probably cooked. Again, say we start the match off and DK's having he's getting hyped up by his friends and they're talking, they're chatting. He goes into the ring, he fights San Andreas Bigfoot, and San Andreas Bigfoot has been established to actually be kind of nice, I think, in the end of his moveset. Like, he sits down and has stuff at the camp with everybody, but imagine he loses to San Andreas Bigfoot, and that causes some kind of, like, rift between the two, then we suddenly have a bit of a mini Lawl rivalry in lore. Maybe it's not so bad, and even though DK's a little bit sad at first, and he goes to sit on the dock with his fat ass, and it's so depressing. San Andreas Bigfoot shows up, and he sits down with him, and they're both cheeks off. This is the worst horror I think about it. That would be so funny. Oh my god, if they're maybe DK's even sitting at the docks of the GTA lake and they're both sitting together. Oh my god. That's actually really good. I kind of like that. Dude. Oh my god, Scap, you need to do that. You need to draw a cheeked up San Andreas Bigfoot. You need to do it. It's for the lore. Okay, let's get back on track. What's next? Who would be interesting? Donkey Kong Bigfoot. Yeah, he was not a big unicorn in the fucking meatball. For real. You know what? Let's see. Who would be another set of characters I'd like to see? I think Katie Teacher would actually be interesting to see. I don't know if Scap... Does Scap still have access to the voice actor? That'd be interesting. Honestly, speaking of Worm, is this matchup anything? Is Worm versus Katie anything? I feel like this is weird enough matchup that it could be funny. Katie's probably cooked either way, because I don't think the moveset's particularly strong in any form. But I do think it'd be funny. The worm has a very pleasant, soft voice that's very cute and adorable, and then he just starts throwing explosives and nukes and bombs and holy hand grenades, and Katie's just like, what the fuck? It'd be funny. It'd be hilarious. I like the concept. We could also have her go against the plant. Plant versus worm would also be funny. I feel like these three kind of fall into the same category. I would say Katie versus Captain N would be cool. Big old Nintendo nerd duel. True. Oh, that's actually cool. I like that idea too. See, the one thing I'm thinking about is like, if we're bringing Captain N as well, I would like to see him like be really sick, and I feel like I also would want his companions to take a bit of the spotlight in whatever match it is. Like, I feel like that's one where like whatever matchup gets chosen, I want it to be like in whatever initial matchup it is for the tournament. He gets to utilize his buddies in a fun way. That way, even if he's only around for like one round, it's still cool. Although I think he'll still be pretty good. I'm gonna put him up in A. I feel like I don't get enough of Captain N, and I kind of want more of him. Probably more than Elsa. And with that, alright. Mike Vincent has to be S tier, right? I feel like Mike Vincent is just like, I don't even know if there's enough dialogue for anything, but I would want to see him in the tournament, like, a lot. I want to see what interactions he has with some characters. I want to see him, like, be a jerk to people, and maybe he becomes a surprising threat within the tournament. Maybe eventually he gets so far, and so does Captain N, that they get to fight again in like one official battle. That'd be cool. That'd be interesting to see. I don't know. I kind of like that. I will say this is definitely Captain N's chance to really shine over Mike by being in a tournament setting. I want to see like how he handles stuff with his buddies, like him become like this. I want to see him do well and last for a while. Speaking of another character, I'm going to put Zelda tentatively in low B. I think this is definitely a case of she's been around in a lot of lore already. We've already seen a good bit of her, especially in the RZ stuff, and we're gonna get more of her soon in that eventual like double up boss battle. I feel like whatever matchup if she appears in the tournament at all, which I imagine every character will probably at some point. I kind of just want to see her interact with someone different and new. That would be interesting. Maybe even like one of the magical characters. Sab could make Michael Donovan's other roles that similar sound to Mike. I don't know any yet though. Oh, is that the actor? That would be a good way to do it. I just want to see more Mike Vincent. It would probably, like, even if you have to pull from other actors, I would say just go for it. Just go for it. If go find his other roles, you pull those voice lines. I think people are a really big fan of this character. It would be a shame to not take advantage of like every resource you have. Let's see. What's another interesting character? What am I thinking? He's Toon Guile too? What? No way. I can't hear that in my head. It's probably because it's two different directions for like that's good range. It's over, Captain N. Like, Civil, obviously. Zelda versus Civil? I don't know. A silent character for Zelda would be kind of weird to go against. I actually think I'd rather Civil go against someone that's like very in the same way like I want Sakurai to interact with like Waluigi. I think her going up against a crazy character to like bounce off of would be interesting. Like Bipper. Like someone just said Bipper. Bipper against a more neutral character like those two would be sick. Like, that'd be cool. I'd like that. It'd be really interesting. Let's see here. Also, another magical character, the Star Butterfly Hoovers. I think either of these two would be interesting. Like, honestly, you could have Star go against Zelda or Sybil, and that would work pretty great. Star's got enough energy to be funny. I hope the Sybil Kermit dynamic continues in the lore. I also do too. I hope they continue to be friends and they cheer each other on from like whenever Sybil enters the arena and Kermit's waiting to join, he's like in the audience like flailing his limbs about like yeah, yeah, and he's like cheering her. That'd be sweet. That'd be cute. I'm actually gonna put him in like A tier. Kermit's still relatively new, so I would be happy to see more of him. Would be cool since they were originally rivals. Yeah, exactly. That would they were originally rivals. That makes even more sense for them to have like another fun little interaction. This is a Tuesday for Captain going against Toon K. Rool. That's another one, Toon K. Rool. Huh? Where does Toon K. Rool go? I don't really have much of a thought of who he would fight, so I'm gonna put him against B right now. Nothing sticks out particularly in my head. What Hugh versus? What about this? Hugh versus Toon K. Rool would be funny. I like the idea of showing off Hugh's reverse special move on a lot of Toon K. Rool's weird moves, and him just getting completely like flabbergasted by it. That would be a funny interaction. That's adequately weird enough. It's also like CGI cartoons at the same time. I like that. That feels weirdly fitting. It's not what you initially would think of if you had to put these two into in a match together, but the interactions kind of play off themselves. Also, Toon K. Rool does kind of make things, right? I haven't watched the show, but he is a little craftier, and Hugh is known for having a son that is like all about inventing things. So I could see him being charmed by Toon K. Rool's like craftiness and not being really offended by it, and Toon K. Rool is just getting like really frustrated like at how nice he is. Cookie for Hugh would be hilarious for the last. Yeah, I think Cookie. Cookie we're unfortunately going to have to wait. I feel like any character that is down here probably won't be in the tournament for a hot minute. Which makes sense. You know, what would be a fun one? What would be a fun one? Toon Guybrush, limited source character has really interesting to see standards for. This is true. I would like to see, I'll put Toon Guybrush in B. I would like to see who he interacts with. I feel like that's one that I would just like to see. I would need to see who he goes up against. We do have it. Scap did get a hold of his original voice actor, though, didn't he? Like, it would be cool if we brought him. If you got the voice actor back to interact with one of these characters for something specific. That'd be interesting. With that in mind, what's like a weird character that you could pair him with? What is a weird character? In my head, immediately I looked at Koichi for some reason. I like the idea of Koichi having a lot of internal JoJo dialogue, and Toon Guybrush is just very outspoken about everything. That would be very funny and interesting. They both also have, I guess, unique movesets that it could be interesting. All right, what's a character that I don't really care to see for this? Let's see here. What's a character that I wouldn't care for? Actually, you know what? Chat. Who do you think you wouldn't really care for if they appear in a tournament? Like, what's a character here that you're like, that I haven't picked yet? They're like, I could go without them. Freddy's the first character that came to mind. I'm going to fucking get you. What? How dare you slander my goat like No. That's honestly fair though. 60s Batgirl, not gonna lie. Yeah. I think 60s Batgirl is worst hurt. He's just Hercules. I can agree with two of those. I guess, again, I feel like 60s Batgirl is such like a whatever character. You really, like, this will be a tournament, like, you need to make me care about her with the tournament. That's what she's here for. If she's low right now, she should be higher up later based on whoever she's getting matched up against. You know, theoretically speaking, what if we put her, this is an Echo fight I actually wouldn't mind. 60s Batgirl versus Mustache Girl. Have them fight, have them have a little bit of banter interactions. Makes them both, either one of them come out cooler no matter who wins or loses. I think that would make me care about 60s Batgirl a lot. I'm gonna put Mustache Girl up in there as well. Worst Hurt is also like, yeah, I don't really see him being particularly interesting. We could have a tournament arc of him, like, even though he is technically, his name is Worst Hercules. Maybe he has, like, a lot of friends that are cheering him on in Lawl Nova that, like, that he's made. Maybe we find out he's not actually that bad, and we have a reason to root for him, and he goes far in the tournament. There are a couple things you could do with him, but right now, there's not really anything that comes to mind. Now, Reddy is awesome. He's cool. I think he's really funny. I will always. I think Reddy is a funny character to just continue to have around, especially for his presence in Law Nova. But I also would be accepting if he ended up just like being on the side, maybe as like a character that talks about the fights before they happen, like, oh, like he's announcing each name, like he used to like do the codex. It'd be funny. Maybe he could be the underdog. Yeah, Worst Hercules. If you made him the underdog of the tournament, and like the Hercules, and he has to go through all of his trials, like, yeah, that could be an interesting way to make me care about his character in the tournament. Like how a lot of other characters, like a lot of other big Law projects, have like just through line plot lines on the side. That would be interesting. That would be a cool way of doing it. It would make people more interested in this character again. But because we have so many Herculeses in Law as is, giving this one a bit more character and making it more empathetic would be nice. Alright, because we talked about CDI Impa earlier. I love CDI Impa. I don't really know what you could do to make her interesting in the tournament. Unless you went the route of, like, again, making her a bit of a badass, capable fighter. I don't really see her being super crazy. I love the idea of, like, Worst Hercules also watching the recent reveal of Rock Hercules. And just, like, being like, oh, man, that guy is so cool. No one cares about me. I am old, I'm outdated. Why am I even here? And then he goes into a fight and he just kicks ass. And I don't know, that'd be cool. You know what would be interesting, actually? If we had some cross-law lore appear for this tournament, like some people are in the stands, like cheering on some characters. That could be a fun way Scab integrate some other lore. And Rock Hercules himself appears and starts cheering on Worst Hercules in the audience. That would be cool, actually. Or like maybe even all the Hercules from every single Lawl come together and they cheer on this Hercules. That would be so cool, actually. That kind of makes me want to put him up at B. But again, that would have to happen for me to like care first. The Triforce of Wisdom promises you will die. Yes. The Triforce of Wisdom promises he will safely return. And gets yoinked by a giant eagle. I would love that. Like, you see the Impa goes up into like the arena and like she's like, the Triforce of Wisdom promises a safe fight, and like it shows the arena crumbling, a disaster occurs. It's terrible. She's like, oh my! I can't tell what happened! Irene versus Crack Figure? Yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm gonna put Irene and Crack Figure. That actually makes sense. If we go, I like her characterization in the Furlough show where she's just kind of like just chilling half the time. I like to think her and Crack Figure are like great friends. And they're just very chill. They're like really good friends. That would be fun. That would be fun. I like that. You know what, actually, I just realized? ASDF Gao, that's a character that I think everyone would be interested in seeing developed. Literally, this is even like a character that you could reasonably do. Like, how would you differentiate these two? I don't know anything about the original Crack Figure animations, but like, I don't know. I don't see it. Blind Touch Joel versus anyone. Crack Girl is just an alt. Oh, what the heck? Why is this here then? Blech, get it out of here. Scrap. Shoo. Alright. Crack Grommets? We forgot the crack. God, if Wallace and Grommet were here, that like you could see the interactions between them already. Like that writes itself. Unfortunately, yeah. Funny, given how Irene was high. Yeah, she was high in the Furlough show. Like that's literally like the first thing I thought of. Like that's the entire joke of like why they're there. But they are just genuinely good friends. Lion Saw Joel versus anyone. See, he's got a classic mode already. I would be interested in seeing more sprites for him getting drawn up for this lore stuff in the same style. But I don't know. I'll put him in B. I feel like we've gotten a lot of him already in Law Nova, the classic mode. I wouldn't mind having more, but in a similar vein, no, actually, Timmy's dad is exceptional. Timmy's dad is Timmy's dad. Honestly, I might even put him in like S tier. Because he has like a presence. I don't know, I would like to see more of a presence for him in lore, just because like Timmy's dad is like so iconic. I don't know though. I don't know who we would go against. I know him against you is obviously the first thing you think of, but no, I would want something different. I want something like really different, and I don't know what that would be at this point. Hilda I am admittedly not crazy about Hilda. I don't really have much else to say. I feel like I'm more interested in Isabel than Hilda. I want more of Isabel. Jimmy's dad is about Timmy's dad. And this is where I keep my tournament trophy. If I had one! I do like the idea of, like, a very, like, because the whole thing with Timmy's dad is, like, he wants to be, like, he likes trophies, he likes being recognized, so he already won the classic mode, but he kind of gave up the victory he got in the end to give the gift to his son. So it would be interesting if he was very serious about this. Oh, Timmy's dad against Bart? I like that. That's a bit different from just putting Bart against, like, Seymour again. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna put them together for that reason. Would actually like to see more Hilda and Dipper interactions. You know what? Yeah. I feel like if there's characters I would want to see them matched up again for more, it's Hilda and Dipper. I think that would actually do a lot. Have them sit down together, like, talk, ramble back to back. Maybe even, like, Dipper's still kind of, like, cheery from the fact that his sister's back and he's in a good mood, and Hilda's kind of chatting with him about that. That'd be interesting. Sega Hard Girls versus Tango and Whisper. Yeah, that could be interesting. Sega Hard Girls, I don't know where I'd put them. I feel like I also put them in, like, near the top of B. Honestly, Sega Hard Girls is the weird thing. I almost wonder what it would be like if you split them up for this tournament. That'd be interesting. Like, what if they're... I forget what the thing is that teaches them, but, like, what if it asks them to, like, you can't fight in this tournament as a group, you need to split up for this one. So you all can have adequate experience. That would introduce its own level of, like, I don't know, character interaction. Like how... Maybe some of them feel a little bit more sad about being broken up. Maybe some of them even get knocked out of the tournament faster than the others, and that introduces its own, like, problems. But then we see them cheering on each other from the audience stand. That could be interesting. Isabel versus Jade, I do like that. I honestly, I think we need more Jade. Jade's one of those characters where, like, I kind of wish she was more present in Law Nova lore. Because she's such an old character, and I love her voice. And I don't know. I just want to know more about, like, what her deal is. And I think this is the perfect, like, way to do it. Genuinely. Is Zack and Tetris still... Do they still have their unique voice actor that Scap got? Or no? Because, like, that's the one character I'm like... What could you do? Could you do anything with Zack and Tetris? Because my first thought when I thought about it is, like, what if we brought Zack and Tetris in, but the Tetris blocks talk, and he doesn't talk? What if we got personality for the Tetris blocks? That's such a weird thought, but I'm thinking about it. It is funny. So I'm pretty sure she's an awesome moving her back. How hard Jade Rare 2 and Waluigi so hard is on classic mode. That could be something to bring back if they get further in the tournament, because I wouldn't want them matched up individually to start off, but I would like to see them eventually meet each other in bracket, and Waluigi is very sour about that loss from classic mode. That'd be funny. I'm gonna put Kevin back down there. I don't know. I'm going to put Zack and Tetris in C for right now, because I don't really... I think you're definitely again going to have to convince me why he'd be interesting. Tango and Whisper are not going to be there, though, because they are not out yet. 2 and Sora? This character is so bizarre to me. I have no clue what to think about them. Honestly, him going up against Leonard would probably be the funny matchup. Welcome back. But I don't know. He could also go up against Hackett, which I will also put up in A tier. Maybe Hackett could go higher, but meh. And I actually want to say Arzek should also be an S tier. Arzek has is new enough and has enough dialogue, and I kind of just want to see more of her to have more of, like, I feel like she could be way more interesting than CDI Zelda in a tournament, especially because she just has that spirit of like wanting to fight and be cool and like prove herself. That's more innately interesting than CDI Zelda. But they also both have like a friendship going on, so it'd be cool to see them. It's just about everyone at this point. We got 4 people left. Evil Doof. I actually think I'd be more interested in seeing Evil Doof than regular Doof, because regular Doof has gotten so much screen time. I want to know more about what Evil Doof is thinking. Maybe even have Evil Doof and Yzma have cooking up a plan to make this tournament go south or something. Maybe they're like the secret villains of the tournament that are plotting something behind the scenes. I would hope Zettis was still available. True. Yeah. I would like that. I think, like, yeah. Scrapdash is going to be very exciting. I am so excited for Scrapdash. Fingers crossed. Yeah. If they can make, if Static can make Satival can make Zack interesting by, like, I don't know, take the character in a unique direction. I don't know I don't know how they feel about Zack in general, because like there's one thing voicing a character, but another reason by feeling a character and like making that character be a character with depth and personality. I don't know. Make you do something to make me interested in it. I don't know. And then Samuel L. Jackson, the ASDF guy. That's an interesting matchup. It's not what I would initially pick. I like that. I feel like I could see Samuel Jackson go against either the ASDF guy or Metalhead, because I mean they both provide their own version of Xanius. I love the idea of Samuel like constantly escalating that his anger into these two, and they're both continuously just like freaking out, and he's not getting anywhere, and then he's just like, all right, whatever, let's just fight. His usual tactics don't work. They're actually not helping anything. That'd be funny. I would like to see other angles of like Samuel. I'll actually put him in S2. Again, he's a character we don't really get much of, and I do really like him in his presence and lore. ACF guy. I'm gonna put him in B because I'm more interested in Gao and how her characterization would go. Metalhead is Metalhead. Pain in backside. He's got a pain in his backside, and that same backside starts with a B, so I'm putting him in B. Alright. That's everyone, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not splitting up the individual Sega Hard Girls because. Oh wait, no, there's actually just one more. I forgot about her. What would I? Huh. I think this is. I don't want to put all the Echoes in C tier though. Is she a villain or a good character, or like a good guy? I forget what her angle is. The tournament would be a good way to just show her off more and maybe make her more interesting. I don't know. Meh. I'll work for it now, though. Alright, that's everyone. I didn't name the tiers, because big lazy. Could see her throwing around. She just wants to go back to her room and sleep. She is a villain. Okay, she is a villain. It would be interesting if we further establish like why she's a villain. She's just kind of lazy. A tournament setting would be interesting if like she had more of a presence here, maybe even alongside Evil Doof and Yzma. I don't know. That could be interesting. More of a neutral character from what I've read. Yeah, I'm gonna take a drink. Any other thoughts we have on this? Man. Alright. Huh. Yeah. Sorry. This has been a very good stream, indeed. I've enjoyed this. This wasn't really what I expected to come back with, but after I came up with it, I was like, oh, this could be fun, and I think it was fun. Now, what to do now? We've been here for a bit. It's been about an hour and a half. I might call it here. Not sure. What's something else that could be interesting to talk about? Nothing particularly comes to mind at this moment. Yeah, nothing's really coming to my mind. I think I might just... Any other tournament stuff you got into? Or is it just... Oh! That could actually be fun. Well, if you all know, Shreckles actually is working part of a Lawl tournament thing. Not a Lawl tournament, music tournament thing. It's a lightning round, I believe? That's cool. I'm interested in that. I did actually want to put something out there that I was personally interested in after thinking about it a little bit. Obviously, you know, I gotta work on other stuff at the moment, but I think at some point what I'd like to do, because I've been wanting to do a music tournament of my own for a while, not even like a tournament, but just like, I don't know, make a bunch of characters with a bunch of source lists and do something. I think it'd be cool because there's a lot of people in the Law community that are over there already too. I'd actually like at some point to do something like that where it's a music tournament thing, but it's hosted specifically in the Law universe, and we pull one character from every Law, like every Law sends a representative, and that character picked has their own source list and stuff, and we see how far they go. And I don't know, that kind of just sounded interesting to me, and I kind of wanted to do it because I think, I don't know, Law community kind of lends well to a music tournament, and it would be a good way of getting a bunch of characters from a lot of newer Laws. Not even such newer Laws, but just like, it would be a fun community thing in general. I've literally thought of the idea, same idea. This is how yes, okay, so I'm not the only one I thought about this, yeah. The thing I thought would also be fun about it is like there's a bunch of Law specific stuff we could throw in. I was thinking like there's a for some laws especially, there's a lot of characters that like would be really fun, but would be like super easy to like sweep a tournament. I think those characters should be kind of the stand-ins for like bosses. Like, what are some LoL core characters that are so important to the community and the universe that they should be bosses? And I was thinking, Tord and Spinel teaming up to be a boss of some kind sounds really cool, and then have it like throw an Ed's crappy song, all of their remixes into that character. That would be a fun little thing to reference. DKS makes so much sense as a boss in general. Siva Gunner would be interesting. Siva Gunner. Oh wait, see, I was thinking about that, but then like now I'm thinking Siva Gunner and that image of and that like sprite of Angry Joe. That's the team up. It's just that character, because that is where that's where it all kind of started from. That would make sense as a boss as well. That would be cool. Frollo would have to be host, absolutely. Frollo makes sense as a host. Honestly, I was even thinking like Frollo and Gaston could be a boss in their own right, but I guess it makes sense. They would be hosts. That makes a lot of sense. And I don't know. The reason I also was thinking about those characters specifically as bosses, because like I feel there's a lot of characters. I feel like the owners of each law should have a bit more say in what characters they pick, and I feel like, I don't know, going up to chat and say, hey, what's a character you would like to see in a music tournament from your law? Like, what character would you want to see? And obviously, I think a lot of people would be like, oh, an Ed Swirl character, oh, this or that. But Chad's got his own interests, and I feel like there's probably characters out there he'd want to see spotlighted. That would be cool. I want to hear what a Heb themed tournament would be like. I have that. I already have like a Heb themed tournament that I want to do. Like, I have a list of characters that I want to do. I had an image somewhere of them. Granted, it's already kind of changed a little bit. I've updated some source lists since then. Let me see if I can't find it anymore. Posted it a while ago. Yeah, here it is. Is that a PNG file? Yes, it is a PNG file. It is not a paint.net file. All right, let me get that out. There's probably that's not it. That's not correct. All right, let me do this then. Whooshie. Yeah, I could get this up really quick. It's nothing super crazy, obviously. I did this like a couple months ago at this point. I know one thing I wanted to do for the LoL specific tournament was like the LoL specific music tournament. I think the one rep I would permit from the original LoL would be I Am Mean and the King, because they are the founding fathers of LoL. And YouTube poop reps, I feel like, don't really go far in in tournaments to begin with. So I feel like that would probably be like a very easy character. Like, oh, you can throw them in, and they're not too strong that they'll overtake everyone else. But they've got a lot of standing that it makes sense they would be there. Yeah. Isabel, please make mine Killer King or a team up. Yeah, Killer King. I am very excited for that character, by the way. Like, as someone who loves that channel, Killer King is so cool. That makes a lot of sense too. That makes so much sense. I thought about making a release content. We don't much about concept. I would look into it if interested. Yeah. See, the reason why I can't do it is because I'm not really great at making music. I'm not really great at anything in general. I've kind of tried to learn. If you've seen that one video of the medic thing, TF2, I edited that together. But that's because I just wanted something shorter to listen to that looped differently. I'm good more so at piecing stuff together, not so much creating a whole track and knowing if it sounds good or not. That's like the only area I would struggle with. So, I mean, I don't know if any creators are like genuinely interested in a Heb tournament, or what I personally want, a LoL tournament, a LoL music tournament. That'd be pretty sick. Gustavo Roque, you say that. I watched so much Big Time Rush. So much. I actually contemplated rewatching the show like recently because that superstar cover that he did, which is just because a little bit of voice editing they did for that one episode, sounds so good, dude. It is such a shame they didn't let him sing the entire song. God, Gustavo Rogue is also a very heavcore character. I would definitely make him. I just need to rewatch the show. But yeah, like, he is amazing. But yeah, if anyone's got any editing skills, if you're genuinely interested in either of those ideas and you can edit music together, hell yeah, talk to me. Send me a DM. I'll happily get on it. Lawl Chaos is taking a long time right now anyway, so I would just love something to work on the side at this point. I need to be doing something. But yeah. For now, that should be it. Yeah. That I will probably wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I'll try and be here next Friday as well. Yeah. Let's wrap it up. I'll see you all. Thank you so much, Heb. Thank you guys for showing up. I was very happy to see so many people showing up. There was like people in double digits this time. I'm really happy. Yeah. All right. See y'all. Bye bye.